Alright guys, many of you were asking me if I would do a Mother's Day themed video, and I was thinking to myself, what theme do I want to do? Then I thought, you know what, let's do spring floral fragrances for Mother's Day. So today, in this video, for Mother's Day, I've got 10 amazing floral fragrances that if you are a mom you could wear, or if you want to gift to your mom, then you can gift these to your mom as well. So if you want to find out about these 10 amazing floral fragrances that are perfect to wear in the springtime for Mother's Day, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. Yes, I think floral fragrances are perfect for moms, aren't they? And these are perfect for spring. Some might be a little stronger than others, but all of them should be appropriate to wear in the springtime. Just, you know, manage your sprays or control your sprays depending on how much scent you like versus not like. But these are all great fragrances that I've actually been enjoying wearing. Some are newer than others, but I've spoken about a lot of them, and a few I have not. But I'll let you know what they are. But before I do, if this is your first time tuning into the channel and you still haven't subscribed, please do click the subscribe button below. And also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. How many of you give gifts to your mom, perfume gifts to your mom for Mother's Day? I give her so much perfume. And every Mother's Day I do, and especially last year Mother's Day, I actually didn't go to see her for Mother's Day. And I sent her perfume, but this year I'm going, but I'm not giving her perfume for the first time in a long time. But I think Mother's Day perfume gifts are perfect, and if you're looking for perfume ideas, these are great floral fragrances. You just kind of have to figure out what kind of notes your mom likes and things like that. Or if you're a mom and you want something new to wear, these are going to be perfect. And as I said, these are perfect spring fragrances. So these are my favorite options. And we're going to start off with one that I recently reviewed over at South Bourbon. There still probably is a giveaway running for a full bottle. If you are a subscriber from the USA, you can go check out the review, but do it as fast as you can before the giveaway runs out. This is Parfums de Marly's latest, Delina La Rosée. So this is a great watery rendition of the original Delina, and I think it just wears like rained on flowers, or, you know, water lilies and lotus flowers and things like that, or a dewy morning flower or floral scent. That's what I experienced with this one. So it's definitely lighter than the original, but not necessarily light as in, like, you know, it's a wimp kind of a thing. It's just the type of notes they use acts like it's a lighter fragrance, the watery notes. And excuse me for my mistake last week when I did my review. When I'm speaking about a fragrance called Delina, it features notes of rose, and I assumed La Rosée was featuring the rose, but turns out it means dew in French. So close to, you know, referring to roses, especially, as I said, with this fragrance featuring roses. But guess what? I always thought in the fragrance, even I didn't check the name, the fragrance was very dewy and watery, so I guess I got that part right. But now I know rosé is referring to the French word of dew, so that's what this fragrance is all about. So this Parfums de Marly's Delina La Rosée. Check it out if you don't know it yet. And if you're a fan of the original, you might dig that one because I feel like it's a great scent. The next one I'm going to talk to you about is from the house of Frederic Malle. This is Lys MEDITERRANEE, this one right here, Mediterranean Lily. But a beautiful, gorgeous scent. It's a little aquatic, it's floral, it's fresh. It's capturing the kind of fragrance, Mediterranean lily, perfectly, I think. It reminds me also of Easter, because lilies always do, but this one kind of is meshed with the seawater, the marine notes that's in here. Plus we have the lotus flower in here as well to give us kind of like that watery effect that's in this fragrance, because lotus flower, water lilies, they have a watery touch to begin with. So whenever you see those notes in fragrances, you know it's going to be kind of aquatic. But when I say aquatic, it doesn't refer to marine, if that makes sense. But this one actually has marine or seawater notes in it. But a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Kind of an underrated fragrance, but very, very beautiful inspiration. The lilies, the lotus, the Angelica note is in here. Orange blossom, musk, seawater, ginger, and vanilla. Wears beautifully, and it's perfect for warm spring days. So that's Lys Mediterranee from the house of Frederic Malle. This next one's from the house of Lubin, and I just did a review on this house's new fragrances, Eva and Anna, but today in this video I'm featuring Eva, this one right here. Beautiful Neroli orange blossom citrus floral fragrance combination that's just darling to wear. I just love the way this smells. It acts like a traditional eau de cologne type of fragrance featuring those notes, but this is a lot umphier. If you like fragrances like Neroli Portofino, you're going to dig something like this. But there's loads of Neroli here, orange blossom, along with white musk, lemons, Petitgrain, orange, sandalwood, ginger. Beautiful concoction, I think. It's a great scent. It just goes down very easily. And if you like your floral fragrance to be on the citrus side, more fresher and things like that, I think this will be just perfect for a great Mother's Day present. And the bottle is gorgeous, as you can see. I think it would make a great Mother's Day present if you can get it in time. The next fragrance I'm going to talk to you about is from a house that's not very well known, but I fell in love with this when I first smelled it 2 years ago approximately. This is from a house called Lucien Ferrero Seringa Blanc. What a beautiful fragrance it is. It's lots of green flowers. It's a very green fragrance, just chock full of loads of flowers that are on the green side, like lily of the valley. It also features lily of the valley leaves, lemon leaf, jasmine, neroli, tangerine blossom, syringa, and lilac. It's basically a spring floral bouquet come to life, but lots of leafy green kind of smells in there, along with the green floral smells. Really, really gorgeous and wears perfectly. And once again, this is something that you would give to someone that likes more fresher fragrances, but definitely someone that likes more floral fragrances, fresh floral scents, lily of the valley, green floral fragrances and things like that is what I would give this one to. But beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I love the way it smells. It's Lucien Ferrero Seringa Blanc. Check it out if you don't know that one. I think you're going to enjoy it, especially if you like floral fragrances. Next, it's one of my favorite floral fragrances, and once again, it's a greenish floral fragrance, and I love these kind of fragrances. And this is from the house of Parfums Dusita, and it's Fleur de Lalita, this one right here. This one features lots of greenish notes of galbanum, and that's what kind of contrasts with the beautiful white flowers in here. But it's chock full of white lily, jasmine, exotic flowers, galbanum, magnolia, ylang-ylang, ambrette, and ambergris. So it's a musky combination, and ambrette adds a sexiness to the fragrances. I really, really love this note, but it's also got that galbanum that I really, really like. It's this bitter green note that's very, very prominent in something like Chanel number 19. But then you have this beautiful bouquet of white lilies and jasmine flowers. I think it's once again, a very, very beautiful bouquet of flowers come alive. But you got lots of different kinds of flowers in here with that musk and the green touch of the galbanum. Very, very sexy too. It wears very, very sexy, and I think it's a top-notch release from this house. Probably my favorite. I think it is my favorite. I really love this one. That's Parfums Dusita, Fleur de Lalita. If you don't know that one, do check it out. I highly recommend it. Perfect spring floral fragrance. A little green, a little floral, and beautifully heavenly release. The next one I'm going to talk to you about is one that I recently featured in a haul video. My big fat pricey haul video. If you haven't caught that, go catch it. But this is from a house called Chantecaille. This is Darby Rose, this one right here. This is the only rosy fragrance in this video. I don't want to, make it a rose-focused fragrance, but I really am digging this rose fragrance recently. It features lots of rose, magnolias, osmanthus, lemons, cassis, raspberry, patchouli, ambrette, sandalwood. Seems like ambrette is back here as well. Ambrette is this kind of like a kidney-shaped note that is used to replicate musk in fragrances. It's an all-natural note, but it kind of has a fruity touch, a musky touch. Of course, it's very musky, a little boozy, a little medicinal goes in there as well, and it's definitely prominent here, and it was definitely prominent in here as well. But what I like about this one, it's a rosy, fruity, floral combination of notes together. It's really, really beautiful, and it also reminds me of a little bit of classic rosy kind of fragrances, which I really, really enjoy. And I'm really loving this one, and I think moms love getting roses, so I think it would make a great present. And the box is to die for this one. It's beautiful graphic work of roses. Go catch it in my haul video as I display it there. But this is wonderful fragrance. This is Chantecaille Darby Rose. If you don't know it, do check it out. The next one features osmanthus as a note, and if you have been following me, I've been speaking a little bit about Osmanthus. Going to do a full video on Osmanthus fragrances very soon. But this is a fragrance from the house of Bentley, and it's called Radiant Osmanthus. Osmanthus tends to go fruity, leathery. So those are the kind of accords it creates. Mostly fruity, but sometimes leathery as well comes up. It has a kind of like a fruit leather kind of an experience. But for me, the fruit is mostly stone fruit, like apricots is very, very prominent here. It smells very apricot-y, but also it could smell a little bit like, you know, peaches, nectarines, and things like that. So stone fruits is what Osmanthus really smells like. It's also drank as a tea, but this one features Osmanthus, wild jasmine, lemons, peaches, mandarin orange, neroli, cedar, amber, sandalwood. So for me, a negative for this is the color. It doesn't match the smell because I'm smelling all these, like, you know, stone fruit, and I'm thinking orange. It's more like this orangey colored, but oh well, what can I do? But this is a beautiful fruity floral fragrance highlighting that Osmanthus, and of course it's a flower, but it also has this kind of like fruity nuances and stone fruit and things like that, plus the other floral notes. I think it's a great fragrance. Those of you that like fruity fragrances, especially peaches, apricots, nectarines, and then also other flowers come together to create a beautiful concoction. That's what I would recommend this one for. So that's Bentley Radiant Osmanthus. If you don't know that one, do check it out. This next one is a really intense fragrance from the house of the Harmonist. This is Yin Transformation. So this is an interesting fragrance where it's once again watery, and I think this is perfect for like warm spring days, even summer days. But for me, this fragrance is really intense for what it is, a watery experience. There's this note of water in here, so it's aquatic, but not marine. It doesn't go fishy. It doesn't smell like the sea, just water. But there's also this very unique orchid note that grows in California, apparently, from what I heard. It has a very, very rare kind of a note in it, this orchid note. So it has a smell, but it's freesias also in addition to the orchid, Ylang-Ylang, rose, white musk, lemons, bergamot. So it's a beautiful fragrance. It really does wear watery but floral at the same time, and also very, very intense. It's fresh, it's a little invigorating, but also intense with the flowers and the citruses. Beautiful concoction. So that's the Harmonist Yin Transformation. If you don't know that, do check it out. The next one I'm going to talk to you about is from the house of Goldfield and Banks, and this is Southern Bloom. This one might be the most intense wearing experience. It's got Boronia flower in it, so it has a very unique floral smell, but it has a lot of different floral notes in addition to other notes, and it might get a little strong because it has amber and sandalwood, but still I think you can get away with something like this in the spring, maybe not in the summertime. But this is Boronia, iris, jasmine, coconut, cassis, sandalwood, amber, Ylang-Ylang. And the color of this juice is beautifully purple, as you can see, kind of sort of purplish like this, maybe not. This is actually a little powdery, and also this Boronia flower is very, very unique for me as a note. I don't see it come up too much in fragrances, but they've definitely captured it here beautifully. The iris, I think, is what's giving us the powdery touches, and I almost feel like there's a little heliotrope in here as well to give it a little bit of an almondy touch. So that's all happening in here. But beautiful fragrance, very intense for what it is, but gorgeous to wear in the springtime. This is Goldfield and Banks Southern Bloom. The last fragrance I'm going to end with is from the house of Amouage, and this is Love Mimosa, this one right here. I felt like I need to put a mimosa fragrance in this list because mimosas are grown in the springtime, although I think their time has come and gone. It was earlier spring, but definitely featuring this one because it's mimosa, pear, cascalone, violet leaf, heliotrope, ambroxan, Ylang-Ylang, paradisone, and orris. So there are aquatic touches here, and I think that's coming from the cascalone. It's calone or cascalone, but it's very floral and it's very yellow floral, and there's a little bit of an almondy touch in here as well because I get almondy powdery touches from mimosa flower. There's a little bit of a ozonic touch running throughout the fragrance in combination with the what do you call it, the calone, the aquatic touches. So it's a watery, aquatic, This is marine aquatic and also a floral combination of notes, and wears beautifully, I think. If you like aquatic fragrances and floral fragrances together, I think this one's definitely one that you should check out. And going back to that aquatic touch, it's got cast cologne in it, but it's not overwhelming, and I don't like it when it's overwhelming with too much aquatic touches. So this one's definitely gorgeous, and it's definitely bearable or wearable with the amount of aquatic touches it has. If you don't know it, check it out. This is Love Mimosa from the house of Amouage, and that's the last fragrance I'm going to talk to you about today, spring fragrances for Mother's Day. So yeah, this is a good guide for you to find fragrances for your mom if you're still shopping for a fragrance for her or a perfume for her. Flowers are always great for Mother's Day, but I think perfume and floral perfumes for Mother's Day even make it a better gift. And actually, if you're buying a perfume, add a little, you know, like a rose on there or some kind of a flower attached to it. I think it will make a great gift. Maybe find the flower that the fragrance is, you know, focusing on. Like, let's say, for example, if you're buying this one, Darby Rose, add a little rose on there, or, you know, if you can find a mimosa tree, add a little mimosa flower on the gift with the I Love Mimosa kind of a thing. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video on 10 amazing spring floral fragrances for Mother's Day. If you're a mom, happy Mother's Day. I'll be with my mom this Mother's Day. Didn't happen last year. But if you're buying from your mom, definitely hurry up and get your perfumes and send to her. But wishing everyone a Mother's Day. If you have any questions or comments, please list below. If you are fans of these fragrances, let me know, put a comment down. And if you were curious about them and you've watched this video, are you you know, convinced to check them out or sample them? Let me know, put a comment down so I can find out. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please do like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.